Yeah, it's live. You just couldn't hear anything.
Live. We couldn't hear anything.
All right, apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to add the microphone as an audio input source. Welcome to the third quarter annual Mario Kart 48 race tournament. 48 races of absolute madness. We're going to get started. My name is Luke. This is my co-host, Nathaniel.
Hi.
You've never met him before. Glad to have him here today. We're going to start out with our first interview today. James Fodrell.
Okay. Hold your applause, please. Thanks.
James Fodrell, welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty great. Not gonna lie, in the pregame warm-ups, I definitely beat everyone in the first race we did by a pretty good shot. I played really well, so I'm pretty excited today.
Do you think that your confidence has been boosted by that first win?
I definitely do. I think I'll have them in the first probably half up until halftime, and then we'll be warmed up enough, and then they'll start catching up. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good race today.
All right, well, good to hear. And what controller will you be using today?
I'll be using split Joy-Cons, the only true Mariokart.
Split Joy-Cons, interesting
double
choice. And do you have a good card selection prepared for today?
I do have an excellent car selection.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, well, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Good luck on the race today.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, sir.
And now our next contestant, a new player to this tournament, Mark Pridemore, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, new is strong. That's my name. Don't worry.
New to the tournament, not to the game. Mark Pridemore, how are you feeling about today's race?
Immaculate.
Oh? Very confident today.
I honestly don't think the others have a chance.
Wow. Big talk from the guy coming into this race, never having done this particular tournament before.
Have you
It's
raced
not-
any of these people before?
No.
Wow.
But I know my own abilities. You see, and I also, I understand you asked Jeremy over there about the cart selection. See, I have a role model. His, you might know him. His name's Thanos, and he has a saying that goes perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not sponsored by Knives.
And my cart is a reflection of that philosophy.
Of a knife?
Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Because you're going to cut through the opponents?
Gonna cut through the opponents?
Probably not.
And
this is Mario Kart.
That would be kind of murder.
And,
However, I will eat them for breakfast.
wow.
Just like
Wow.
you know what I had for breakfast today, Larry?
What did you have for
I had
breakfast?
chicken nuggets.
Bananas.
Wow. And one more question before you walk off the stage dramatically. What controller will you be using today? What's your controller of choice?
Split Joy-Con.
Wow. All right, interesting decision. Well, good luck on today's race. Thanks for coming in.
The Joy-Con
All right,
is
and
also you,
another
Larry.
and another returning contestant, Andrew Shaw, ladies and gentlemen, back with us today. Andrew, how do you feel about the race today?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good. I got some actual driving in on the way up here.
Wow.
Hour and a half down, so just really a lot of thinking about the lines that I'm going to take.
Mhm.
I did try some drifting to charge mini turbos on the way down.
Ah,
But-
interesting.
But yeah, today I'm going to be using the transparent Pro controller.
Ah.
It's the one I've always used, so
Mhm.
feels good to have that back in my hands.
Wow. Well, it's very good to have you back here. Good luck on today's race. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, thanks for commentating.
Good luck.
And our two-time winner, walking in for the final pregame interview of the day, Chandler Delaney, ladies and gentlemen.
That's me.
Chandler, you've won the last two tournaments. How are you feeling about your ability to win a third one in a row?
Very, very strong.
Very strong. Yeah? It's
Yeah.
good to hear.
It's an
You know?
endurance game, you know? The first Mario Kart tournament went to overtime, and I
It
was
did?
behind by 24 points at half.
Wow. It
So,
does look like it could be a very intense game again. We'll have to see what's going on. So
You are a true Mario Kart legend.
that's true.
sorry, it
trophies
appears
to prove
there's
it.
some technical difficulties over in the corner because
I'm gonna
James
go
touched
make sure
something.
James doesn't swerve.
Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Oh, you didn't. Well, we didn't get to ask him this question on the air, but Chandler's controller of choice today is a brand new Nintendo Switch Pro controller, Legend of Zelda themed. Give us just one moment before we get into the races. We're having some technical difficulties. We're going to cut to a break real quick. Check, check. James's dad. Do I have audio now? Can you hear my microphone now? Hopefully you're able to hear me now. Ah, good, good, good. I'm not sure what was going on. I've had a few difficulties now, but I've got my microphone working on everything now.
Some of it
Screen
was
is
because
on.
of your son.
Some of it was James's fault. I'm gonna blame James. Yes, everything is working fine now.
Fine.
Correct, correct. Such an exciting race today. Love coming back to this event.
It's an actual beautiful day to race.
It's such a beautiful day to race. The weather is beautiful outside, even though we're in this room made of cinder blocks, and it's a beautiful race day today. Beautiful race day. Starting off, race number 1, Swamp Ruins. What a good race. I do enjoy this race. It's probably up in my top 15 of the 48 for me, personally. Let's see if everyone can nail the boost. Off to a good start. Player 1, Chandler Delaney, King Boo as usual. Player 2, would player 2 be James? Mark. So Mark is Luigi in the top right corner. Alright, Mark Pridemore, Luigi in the top right corner today. Bottom left as Dry Bones Bowser, Andrew Shaw. And that would leave the bottom right being James Fodrell, the infamous player 4. James, not player 3. Bottom left is player 3. Bottom left is Andrew. Left. It's fine. Chandler is currently sitting in second place behind Andrew Shaw. Now, if you remember back all the way to the first Mario Kart tournament, even though the production quality was quite low on that one, the race did go into overtime. We had to do an extra 4 races because Andrew managed to tie with Chandler that first race, and Chandler was only able to pull out that tournament by a very small margin. It's looking like Andrew Shaw may have the very first race in the bag. But I believe it went a similar way last time. Man, Chandler Delaney off his game just a little bit right now, but he's still got plenty of time to warm up. He's only the first of 48 races. He's fine. Decides to skip the shortcut on that one there. That's okay. It's okay. Andrew has a pretty good lead right now. Got a good bit of ground between him and the rest of the pack. Could have been the extra driving that he did on the way here, that's true. Andrew Shaw has quite a lead that may very well be insurmountable at this point. He's nearing the finish line right now. We've got about one more main left turn before he comes around the bend to the final thing here. Decides to skip that shortcut, probably because he doesn't need to. It's looking like that's the case. Andrew Shaw with the first win of the day. James coming in second place. Good race, man. Chandler Delaney coming in 4th place for the first race on Thwomp Ruins today. Man, that was a pretty good first race. Good to see Andrew still having good skill despite having not played for a while. Good to see that here. Good to see that here, man. That was quite a lead too. Quite a lead. Absolutely. Several car lengths ahead. Race coming from Mario Kart Double Dash, James's personal favorite Mario Kart game, and one of his favorite games of all time in general. Mark Pridemore sitting in first place, getting past just barely. Now taking his first place spot back. Chandler Delaney in a close second. The pack is staying pretty close together right now. Everyone's looking good.
Mark seems to know this map.
Chandler's just managed to take first place. Mark does seem to know this map. I think we do have some pretty experienced Mario Kart players in this tournament, and I think that's what makes this this tournament such a unique event. We've got 4 really good Mario Kart players who know what they're doing, and they know the tracks, they know their karts. They're really good at picking a kart that's going to work well for them, and they know their play styles, their controllers. So yeah, these people really know what they're doing here. They're prepared for this event. And they work up to it. So they really put in the practice time getting ready for this event. Chandler Delaney still sitting in first. Everyone's still pretty close together. There's no big lead like the last race. Andrew is right on Chandler's tail with a little over 1 lap to go.
James seems to be struggling back, man.
James is struggling a little bit on this track. Did one really bad turn, and that sometimes is all it takes. He manages to cut that corner there with the speed boost mushrooms.
And
good choice, and he's catching up to the others.
Power.
Yes, he's got the star power. That just helped him out a lot. Gained him a place, but it dropped right back to 4th when the star power ran out in the middle of that. Oh, that's very unfortunate. What a shame. Chandler Delaney widening his lead.
Looks like James is coming back, 2nd place.
James is coming back in 2nd place. It's good to see, considering where he was at this place in the last lap. Chandler taking first place, a pretty large lead by the end there. It was really close for most of it, but it was a pretty large lead there by the end. Definitely took that race.
Right on the last.
Mark Pridemore taking back his 2nd place spot, with Mark Pridemore in 3rd, and Mark Pridemore in 2nd, right? Yeah. Yeah, Mark in 2nd, James in 3rd, and Andrew in 4th that round. Definitely too early to tell who's going to be able to win this race today. Race number 3. Keep in mind there will be a commercial break at every 12 races. Chandler starting right off in first. Andrew takes first, but runs into a wall right after he takes it. Takes back first. Chandler and Andrew are very close. Chandler just took back his first place spot, blocking a shell using his red shell. Everyone's staying right on each other's tail. Good to see. Mark Pridemore sitting in first place. Sorry, fourth place. I said the wrong thing. I said the wrong number. That's my bad. Sorry, I even looked at it and I said first. Pridemore takes second place. Oh, but a tragic wall run. How unfortunate. Man, Andrew and Chandler just managed to stay neck and neck this entire race. Chandler's holding first place right now, but it really could be either of their games right now. The Ghost steals the items from Andrew Shaw. James holding third, steady right now. Unfortunately, pretty far back fourth place there for Mark Pridemore this race. Andrew has managed to take back first place.
Andrew has taken first place.
Got about a quarter of the lap left. Let's see if Andrew can maintain his first place spot long enough to win. Ooh, Chandler made a good cut there. Chandler's coming right up on Andrew. It's going to be anyone's race. Chandler's managing to catch up, but Andrew's still holding first. Oh, the red shell may have just done Andrew in. The ink. Oh, Chandler's taking back
Chandler
first
has
place.
taken first place. And
I also saw the wrong place where I thought the finish line is. Now we're coming on to the last stretch of the race. Unfortunately, Andrew got Mario Karted, it looks like. Andrew gets a red shell and a speed boost. What a combination. Oh, Andrew just lost his second place spot even. Oh my goodness. Wow,
James
ending
comes
race
back.
number 3. Chandler in first. James in second. Andrew third and Mark Pridemore holding fourth place that race. Wow, that was quite the race right there. That was a neck and neck race the whole time. With Andrew Shaw getting passed into third place right at the end. That was crazy. What a good race that was. Coming on to race number 4 here.
wow. Chandler is very happy up there.
He usually starts the races out in first. Sometimes holds them, sometimes doesn't. Right now, he's behind Andrew Shaw. Andrew Shaw, I will say, I think does have a, even though he doesn't have a, I don't know if you know this, but he doesn't own a Switch and does not play Mario Kart very often outside of this event. But he has an advantage of just naturally being good at video games. So he's able to just jump right back in, get back to playing just like before. It just takes him a little bit to warm up. Ooh, Chandler manages to land right in that bomb as it went off. Luckily he has some speed boost mushrooms to catch him off there. Makes a good shortcut across that grass there. Smooth drift. He's got a pretty good lead right now. With Mark Pridemore in a relatively close second place.
And James following up.
James is following back and forth right now. Andrew Shaw maintaining his first place spot for an extended period this race. Chandler slipping back to third behind Mark Pridemore. Ooh.
James has made some moves.
James has made it up to second place, leaving Chandler back there in fourth. Oh, and a tragic course drop. How unfortunate that was right there.
Although he's still in third.
Oh, Chandler's got a blue shell, sending it right up to first place.
Mark Pridemore is not having a good game.
Unfortunately, Andrew had no way to
And
counter
James
that
is
blue
taking
shell.
first.
James has just managed to take first place and is holding
After
on to 2 red
fourth
shells. Wow,
Wow.
James is set up really well right now on this last lap. holding on to 2 red shells, but oh, loses them and manages to get hit. That was unfortunate. James just repeatedly getting red shelled. Oh, gets passed by Chandler and Andrew. James has a boombox trying to catch up just enough to use it. Oh, he misses it. Whoa! Ooh, ooh.
Unfortunate.
James moves up to second as Chandler gets hit by that blue shell. Or, I don't know, someone got hit by a blue shell. Might have been Andrew. It was either Chandler or Andrew. I was looking at James' corner. James holding on to second place. Sends a red shell.
Ooh,
James taking first place. Coming onto the last stretch of the map. Oh, who's this going to be? Who's this going to be? Yeah! Good win for James
all the way
Fodrell.
back and forth.
What a close race.
That was an amazing race.
Man, that was an amazing race. James Fodrell taking it on the last leg of the race there. Wow. Dropping Chandler all the way back to 4th place after that one right there.
Some intense skill.
That is some
People are
crazy
going to-
skill. That was really good. The circumstances lined up, the items he had.
Yes.
Man, that was such a good race to watch. We are getting some of the best races we've ever seen in these tournaments today, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's the deal on agency. If I am in last place at the map, I lose the big whole team. So I'm struggling. I'll go right now.
Off to race number 5. Man, James, Chandler, and Andrew are just constantly bumping into each other. Oh! 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 James.
He almost keeps it up there.
James barely manages to fall off the edge there. He almost saved himself. So close. James was looking close for just a second. Still, pack is all very close together. Mark Pridemore following very closely behind the first placeman, Chandler Delaney. Got people cheering on Team James in the comments. Mark Pridemore takes first place. Gets a double item. Hopefully he's keeping that. Andrew's running pretty closely right behind Mark Pridemore. Everyone is so close together this race, it really could be anybody's.
Mark gets a banana peel, and
That gives Andrew Shaw first place for right now. Going into the final lap with Andrew Shaw first place. Andrew Shaw maintaining his first place spot, but Chandler Delaney is pretty close behind him. Oh, Chandler just got red shelled pretty badly, leaving James to take second place. But Andrew is just making his lead wider and wider. Coming up on the finish line now. Red shell does not even touch him. Andrew takes another first place race. Oh, with James and Chandler coming in such a close second and third place spot. What an ending right there. Chandler actually in third place overall right now, with James and Andrew tied at 16 points going into the 6th race. Baby Park, another double dash race for James.
if I'm not mistaken, this is the shortest race. Like, the shortest
The
lap.
track-wise, this is the shortest one, but they compensate it for adding an extra 4 laps. This is a 7-lap race because of how small of a track it is. Chandler just slipped back into 4th place. James holding it first, not surprising considering he grew up on the game that this track is derived from. Well, this is James's favorite Mario Kart game, Mark. It's not very good.
Trauma as a child. Didn't know we were going to get into the players' backstories.
Crazy to hear, crazy to hear.
Very unfortunate.
Chandler's managed to move back up to first place. Mark Pridemore, who was very not confident in this race, is holding second right now. Andrew and James back in third and fourth, respectively. Andrew having 3 mushrooms and star power at the same time, trying to push back up to the second place spot. Ooh, Chandler gets a blue shell right before the finish line, but still takes it. Mark Pridemore in a close second.
And no clutch for
What an interesting
James.
race to see. Mark Pridemore had very little confidence in this race, specifically in this track, and managed to clutch out second place. That was a really good race to see.
That's a
Good
pretty
thing.
good.
Good to see right there. Bone Dry Dunes. Some of the racers expressing happiness going into the 7th race. They do enjoy this track. Some unsavory speech from the racers to the audience there. To the in-person spectators. The A button is the go button being communicated amongst the racers. The racers talking a little bit of trash. It's okay. It's okay. Friendly competition.
Although,
Andrew Shaw holding first place right now. Chandler in a close second. Chandler just has such clean drive lines typically, but they're a little off today. Managing to hit a lot of walls. Chandler normally does not hit this many walls, I'm not going to lie to you.
well, if he did, then he would lose his license.
He is hitting a lot of walls today, specifically.
And
James
James seems
just
to have
asked that
hit
bomb,
himself with his own bomb.
but then let James hit that bomb there. Andrew Shaw is taking quite the first place spot right now.
Quite far ahead. He is just
There's a wide lead between the first and second place. There's also a wide area between the second and the third and fourth place. They're actually all pretty far apart from each other right now. But however, first and second place are becoming very, very close,
Chandler is just
closing in
first.
quickly.
Chandler is in first on the 3rd lap. Seems to be saving his banana peel. What a fortunate save.
See that right there? He holds the banana peel or the green shell right on the back,
Yeah.
allowing it to block incoming red or green shells.
Yes.
It's a very smart move that I actually learned from him myself. Chandler runs into a
actually
wall,
learned that
losing
move.
the first place spot. Back to Andrew right now.
I learned that move from DS. Back in the
Interesting.
day.
Back in the day, Mario
Back
Kart
in the
DS
day.
was a very fun game that I played quite often, actually.
I as well.
Chandler Delaney taking back the first place spot. Coming up on the finish line. Looks like Chandler's taking
Chandler
this
has
one.
taken first
Chandler
place.
is taking the first place spot on this one, closely followed by Andrew Shaw. James crossing
Mark
third now,
Pridemore
and
is
Mark
very
taking fourth
far
with a
back.
bullet. Pretty good race. Chandler's managed to take the first place point spot overall right now, which is great considering 2 races ago he was, 3rd place with Andrew and James tied for 16 points.
Water.
A largely underwater race for race number 8.
Lots of banter between the opponents.
Lots of banter going on between the competitors today. It's good to hear. Everyone's staying pretty close together right now. Chandler holding a first place spot. Andrew just getting knocked from 2nd back to 4th place by James and Mark.
James has come all the way back.
Oh, Mark had just managed to scoot into 2nd, but got bombed right back into 4th, unfortunately. But now he's taking back his 3rd place spot. Oh, and James nails him with shells.
Hitting him with a
Oh, That's even worse. Mark got nailed by his own shells. That's depressing. If you're not first, you're last. That's what Rick says.
That what you say?
Rick.
Oh, Rick.
What? Chandler has quite a first place lead right now.
So he has the red shell closing in on him.
He does have a red shell closing in.
It is gone now because he is.
Ah, I see. Soundbox block.
He has quite the lead. I don't see. I do not see anybody coming back.
Yeah, I'm not sure that anyone's gonna be able to come back from this. Really, Chandler kind of has the first spot of this race guaranteed right now, and it's kind of just coming down to who's gonna take the second place spot. Because I think
seems pretty intent to keep that second place.
oh, that's a blue shell.
Blue shell coming for
Blue
Chandler.
shell.
Chandler gets hit by it.
Even then, I don't think there's really any way around Chandler taking this race right now.
Although
Blocks that red shell with the
is
green.
getting very
James is
close.
getting very, very close.
Ah,
That's okay.
it's okay.
A good
James
race
has
though,
gotten
man.
a good
They
second.
managed to close that space there though, right
Yes.
at the end. That was really good.
That blue shell was imperative.
It was. That blue shell, it definitely closed the gap, but still just managed to skirt him out into first place.
I feel if they had gotten that blue shell out faster, then maybe somebody else would be in the first place.
I agree.
That's the luck of the game. Oh, yes.
Coming into Sherbertland, a personal race of mine, and then for race number 9. Personal favorite race of mine. Chandler, as usual, starting right out in first place, but that doesn't really mean much for the future of the race. Oh, gets knocked back right into fourth, like I said. The starting positions don't really mean much for the beginning of the race, for the extent of the race. It was indeed a great race, I agree. James in first place this race, good to see. Also, why is there no map? You turned the map? No, I need that! I currently have no map, so I can't see where they are. That's not how this works! I can't see the gaps! You took away my greatest commentary tool!
First and second are very close to each other.
They are right now.
Although, and it seems fourth and third are also close. They're kind of packed, I think.
I
We
think
don't
you may
have
be
the
right.
map, so we don't really know for sure. It looks like.
Andrew Shaw having a brief first place. Getting passed again by James.
He and James are neck and neck. Oh, he has just passed James.
He has just passed James again. James is managing to take his first place back. It almost nails Andrew with that forward throw of the banana peel there. Pretty skilled move. Very, very close to landing it. The forward throw banana peels can be very hard to land well.
It was an actually very skilled throw.
It was very well done.
Normally you would not get that.
A regular spud. A commentator. Ha ha. Funny jokes. Andrew Shaw ending this
I
one
like potatoes.
in first place with James in second. Kind of what I was expecting there. A good race. Good race from the two. I care because I need it to see. That doesn't help me know how close they are to each other.
Hey, Peanut Gallery.
Going into race number 10.
Let's go, Brandon.
Go.
Not now. The end of the race. And they are off.
Chandler's
Chandler is
going
in
between
a
first and second with Andrew up there. Andrew nails that shortcut right there. Chandler elects to skip the shortcut as he didn't have a mushroom that time. This is quite an interesting track. Not a preferred track of mine. There's just a lot going on. A lot of gravitational changes here. Moving on to walls.
Yes.
Man, the standings are just really looking really good in race number 10, I'll say. As has been the trend of today, well, I was about to say that Chandler and Andrew were holding first and second, but Mark Pridemore has just managed to take the second place spot from Andrew. Ooh, Chandler gets hit. Still manages to keep his first place spot. Mark Pridemore coming pretty close up there on first place.
Throws a red
First,
shell,
second, and third
hits
all
him,
close to each other.
passes him.
Mark Pridemore has just taken first
Mark
place.
has just taken
He's just taking. Oh, gets hit. Drops back to third. That was so unfortunate to see. They're all still close together, though. James
really
trying to catch
back
up back
on
there
that
with his
horse.
mushrooms. Not too far behind the third placeman, Mark Pridemore. Andrew back holding first place. James taking back third place very intensely from Mark Pridemore right now.
James seems to be very excited. to take
James
third. Maybe he
James
is
does seem
planning
very
on-
excited to take third right now.
He might be planning on something.
I don't know. Uses mushrooms, trying to widen his lead over fourth place. Keep moving. Andrew's still managing to hold first place. Chandler is so close behind him, though. Uses that boombox so that he can use the red shell. Man. Andrew getting hit with a red shell, unfortunately, losing his first place spot to Chandler. Who's coming up on the
Chandler
finish
has
line on
a
a third lap right
Very
now.
well defended.
Man, Chandler taking
Oh,
quite the lead right
Chandler.
there at the end. Wow. Chandler just managed to take that lead right there at the end. With James getting second place,
James
Andrew managed
is
to drop.
clutching the second place.
Andrew held first place for almost the entire race, dropping all the way back to third by the end of that. How unfortunate was that? Great race to see, though. Going into race number 11. This one is a pretty difficult track in my experience. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. Andrew getting first place right now. First and second place neck and neck as usual. These really are very close races today. Oh, James managed to fall off the cliff, but still maintains his third place spot. Oh, and then he doesn't anymore because he fell off again. How unfortunate. Andrew holding a second place spot. Chandler having quite the lead. Little glitch there, but that's okay. Chandler has quite the lead. Mark Pridemore has managed to take his second place spot. Andrew has dropped all the way back from fourth place to fourth place from first place. Chandler having such a large lead that he threw a bomb behind him and it hit nobody. It's good to see. Other races are trying to catch up, but I'm really not sure it's going to happen this time.
I don't think they have.
But we've seen it happen before.
They're going to catch up now.
They
because of
very
that
well
red
may.
shell.
They very well may.
That red shell really just saved
The
their
red
bacon.
the red shells can
If
really
they can keep-
save you.
If they can keep on the track, they might have.
As long as everyone manages to not fall off the cliff again, they may have a chance of catching up. Mark Pridemore with 3 red shells,
Yes.
which
Mark
means all
is-
3 of those can go towards Chandler. Well, except that
well,
one
except
didn't.
for that one.
It went to someone else. It's okay. It's okay. Chandler's still managing to keep that big lead. James has managed to move himself up to second place. Chandler still maintaining that first place spot. Oh! Managing to fall off the cliff, but still keeping a second place spot.
I do not see them coming back from this. Unless
Even
somebody
with
has
falling
blue
off a cliff.
shell.
Even with falling off the cliff, James managed to keep his second place spot with quite a space in between. James coming in second place, followed by Andrew in third, and Mark in fourth. That race was, once Chandler got his first place spot, he did not lose it. That was quite the win for Chandler right there. Very likely the hardest race on the entire map right there, or on the entire game right there. This is another relatively difficult race, going into race number 12, the final race of the first quarter. This is another fairly difficult race, lots of areas where it's easy to fall off. Chandler's up in first. Chandler seems to be getting his first place pretty solid right now, trying to set it in stone. Other racers really not that far behind him though. Ooh. Oh, Andrew gets knocked by a shell right onto the reverse escalator thing.
When a first placer gets up,
That's
far
so
enough,
unfortunate. Yeah.
the other racers have to battle each other.
However, it's
They're
looking
the
to
only
me
ones
like
around.
James really does have a chance of catching up to Chandler here. He's relatively close behind him. He's got him in his sights, trying to collect the items to catch up there. This is a boombox. If he can get close enough to Chandler, he may be able to take it. Andrew holding third, marking fourth right now. Ooh, a blue shell has been fired up at Chandler right now. This may give James just the amount of space he needs to take first place.
Ooh, Andrew is taking second.
Mark has taken second.
Mark has-
James just took it right back.
Mark has not taken second.
Mark is not
James
currently
is
taking second.
James is
But
taking
James-
second.
James is still pretty close to that first place from Chandler Delaney right now. Oh! Oh, James gets the bomb.
hit by a bomb.
How unfortunate.
Red shells, almost there.
Coming up on the finish line, Chandler in first, James in second.
Andrew at
Mark in third. Andrew sitting at fourth place. Unfortunate race for Andrew. But James really was pushing for that first place spot. Despite coming in second place that race, you can tell James was really pushing for that first place spot. He did put a lot of effort into it. It was good to see. It was a good race to watch.
Yes,
Race
it
to
was.
watch. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. The first quarter. This is going to be the end of the first quarter. We're going to take just a short break here. We'll be back here in about 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to be back. Gotta fix one thing that went a little awry there. All right, here we go. Going into race number 13. Here we go. The races already have their boosts. They're ready to go. Seems all the races are ready. All right, here we go. Starting off, Hyrule Circuit, the Zelda-themed map within this Mario Kart game. You'll notice the use of jewels instead of coins this race.
I noticed.
It's just
If that was
it's just part of the Zelda theme.
I never played Zelda as a kid, so
Yeah, it wasn't something I really got too much into either, but
I had some friends in high school who played.
yeah.
Let's just do something different.
James is holding first place right now, but all four racers are very close together right now. They often are. Oh, Andrew gets hit there by a bomb right now. Chandler's catching up with James right there. Chandler is catching up to James. James still managing to keep his first place spot right now. See how long he can keep it. We're on the second lap right now. Let's see if James can keep his first place spot. Keep it away from Chandler. Not the easiest task to achieve. James holds his first place. Into the third lap. James still holding first place spot. Chandler's still right on his tail. James getting nothing but a jewel on that item box, unfortunately. Ooh, James just skirting into first place.
Chandler has taken first place.
Chandler's taking first place. James holding second. They are neck and neck right now. Ooh, an unfortunate wall hit there by James. He may not be able to take that first place spot back.
Looks like Chandler might have this one back.
It does look like Chandler might keep this one.
Faint mistake by James.
Oh,
James takes first place.
Just managed to
With
take
the
that
last
first place
minute
spot back
soundbite.
right at the last second. Woo!
Wow.
The intensity of the end of that race right there. Wow.
That was intense.
That was really good. That was really good.
That was great.
Man.
Yeah, but I'm a lot behind first. A lot. That's 3 first places.
Wow.
I like this race.
Race number 14 right now. This is a fun race. This is one that I personally enjoy as well. Mute City.
Although
James is in that first place spot. Started off there to stand there currently. Racers so close that their dots are basically in the same spot right now.
trash talk.
Ooh. Chandler coming right up on Andrew with a sound box right on him. Chandler takes first place. James has dropped back to fourth now. Mark up there in second. Taking the shortcut with a mushroom. A good call, a good call. Ooh, a red shell coming. Oh, barely
it
managed to
already
get
found
Mark
its
instead of
target.
Chandler. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. Slips him back to third, but not all the way into the back. James holding a fourth place spot right now. Chandler just keeps managing to get in that first place spot and hold it. If you can keep him out of first place, you're fine. But once he hits first place, once he hits first place, he's going to make the lead bigger. The acceleration is really what's the key when it comes to choosing your Mario Kart combo. Acceleration and the weight go together very well. Acceleration is a lot more important than the speed of your car. Because you need to be able to get right back into the game as soon as you've been out of it. If you fall off a cliff or something, you need that acceleration to get back into the race fast. My personal car combo uses a good bit of acceleration and less speed. It's also not a super heavy cart. It's around mid-range. I use a lighter character.
Chandler sticks with the lead.
Chandler does stick with the lead for the
majority of, if not all, of the race.
The second, third, and fourth placement all passed the finish line at the same time. That was crazy. Chandler taking the first place spot.
Oh no, I do. But
The water park. Race number 15 right now.
but I will also
James is in first place right now with everyone closely following behind him. But again, it is just the beginning of the race. A couple good purple drifts from multiple racers right there. It was really good. Someone's going down with a boom box. Chandler taking back the first place spot. Andrew has gotten up into first place for the first time in a while. He's got a decent lead right now, but Chandler is pretty close behind him. Races are all sticking pretty close. Mark is falling behind a little
Mark
bit.
is starting to get hung up on some walls.
Just a little bit.
If he keeps off the walls, he should have no problem getting up there.
Unfortunately, sometimes it's just really hard. I know even in my experience, it's hard. Sometimes the walls are just not having a good day with you. Mark's got that golden mushroom up there. Runs into a wall, but is able to save himself with that mushroom. I'm live streaming it to YouTube. I'm live streaming it to YouTube and doing the sports commentary.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Andrew holding a pretty good first place right now. James has moved up to second. Moving up in the world. A couple racers that haven't done super well in the last couple races. Well, that's not true. James won the
Chandler
last
just
one. What am I thinking?
Just taking
But
seconds and
Chandler has taken second
cent
place.
teams.
We're in the third lap. It's looking to me like Andrew's about to take a first place. Oh no!
Chandler's
Oh,
taking
what a
first place
tragic
again.
ending to that race!
Another
Oh my
first
goodness.
place for Chandler.
Chandler just shooting into first place right there at the end.
Having those
Man.
red shells really worked. to his
Andrew got himself Mario Karted right before the finish line. What an intense ending right there.
James.
James just waiting to cross fourth, just for the sake of comedy, I guess. I don't know. Just kind of sitting there at the line.
I'm upset.
James wants the world to know that he's upset, ladies and gentlemen.
Now the world knows.
Your dad said, "Hey, I'm really looking forward to the rainbow track. How many are there again?" I know. There are 6 rainbow roads, right? 7 rainbow roads.
One was enough.
This is a running joke among the last couple tournaments. Right off the bat in race number 16, Chandler holding a first place spot. Pack is nice and close together. Rich. See you later, Donnie.
James is falling off the map and takes fourth.
How unfortunate. Mark's up there in a second place spot.
Ooh, Mark is taking seconds. He's taking first.
Second. Mark had first for just a second. Oh, the fireball's behind. Oh, wow.
Chandler and
Man, right now, I think just about everyone has held first place at some point this race. So we'll see.
The
We'll
brutal
see who can.
bomb
We'll see who
behind
can keep this one. Whoever can get it and keep it for the longest. We're in the second lap right now. James just took first
James is
place.
taking first place, which is good.
Ooh, James gets hit by a shell. Chandler takes the place back.
Again.
Mark takes second. Holding a boomerang. Oh, Mark unfortunately gets hit by a bomb,
That's
giving James the second place spot back. How unfortunate. Chandler holding on to first place again. James is in second, nails a good purple drift right there around
I
that
don't
corner.
think I've ever seen bombs used so usefully.
I know, people are, these guys really know what they're doing when it comes to using their items. I unfortunately did say that as Andrew mushroomed himself into a wall.
What, the 13th race?
This is actually race number 16. This is race number 16.
Holy cow. These races are going
Wow,
very fast.
Mark taking the second place right there.
Mark is taking
Andrew
second
just
place.
outcrossing the fourth place spot at the finish line. Wow. Standings right now being Chandler, James, Andrew, and then Mark. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh. After the race is over. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, shut up. But you didn't wind up the tape. What the frick do you want?
Coming into race number 17 here. This race has a lot of different directions that you can go, actually. If you look at the map, it's kind of all just like a jumbled mess because there are so many different directions you can choose to take. Most of them are about the same speed, but there is one that is faster than all of the rest, and I guarantee you just about all of these racers know where that is.
Even some of the spectators know where it is.
Even some of the spectators know where it is, apparently. They do know the. I think they know the sport a good bit. They at least have some base knowledge of the sport, as many sports fans do. I'm referring to Mario Kart as a sport, yes.
If NASCAR is a sport, then Mario Kart.
If NASCAR is a sport, then Mario Kart is a sport. Whoa, Chandler barely making it to stay on that bridge. That was a close one. He almost fell off of that bridge. That was terrifying. James up in second place, coming right up there on Chandler. He's got him in his sights.
He has got 2 red shells.
James just launched 2 red shells up at Chandler. Oh! Unfortunately, they were blocked by both a
expertly
banana
using
and
that
a bomb. Man, what an expert use of that banana and that bomb by Chandler just now.
James got another red shell.
James still holding on to that second
James
place
is hit
spot,
him
trying to
with the
catch
red
back
shell,
up.
But let's see if he can catch up.
Moving into the
Looks
final
like-
lap for this first and second placement.
Looks like
Everyone
they're
is
all
now
starting to
into the
bunch up.
third and final lap.
Oh
Oh.
no! That
Whoa.
is unfortunate.
Ooh. Oh! Mark, it was almost perfect. I was just about to make a comment about how Mark was expertly making it around that bridge. And then he ran into the wall. That's really unfortunate. Mark's got star power and 3 mushrooms.
Wow.
Looking
Game's
good to help
really
him
catering
gain
to
some
Mark.
ground.
I think the game feels pretty sorry for Mark.
Oh! That's unfortunate. See, we're also using a frantic items mode, which means your placement in this game has nothing to do with what items you're going to get.
Items you get?
Oh, it's Brian. When did you come in here? Bro, I didn't even know you were. Did you guys know Brian was here? Brian's been here. I didn't even know he was here.
This is Brian,
Hi,
by the way.
Brian. I don't think they can see Brian on the camera.
Yeah. Like right here.
Yeah, no, Brian just kind of like ducking back there.
Yeah.
And we are on Rainbow Road number 1. How many Rainbow Roads are there again? There are 3 Rainbow Roads, to clarify. Race number 18, the first of the 3 Rainbow Roads. We've actually managed to go quite a while without Rainbow Roads, which means that this second half might be a little heavy on the Rainbow Roads. Oh, Chandler takes an L right there, going off the edge. Apparently.
James has just taken. No, now he's taking third. Oh my goodness. I'll stop counting.
Chandler's still holding first place right now.
All right. Chandler's in first.
Mark's up there in second, doing really well right now this race.
Cody looks like he's about to go hunting.
Cody looks like a farmer. That's nice.
Oh my god!
Chandler still managing to hold first. Mark's doing quite well this race, I've got to say. He may be holding second. He's holding second place right now, doing pretty well. Excuse me. Sorry, we were having an attack around here. Got a dangerous person in the room. Yeah, we may need to save Randy. Oh, a blue shell coming up. I don't think that blue shell is going to be enough to lose Chandler the first place spot. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. Had I been in that situation that Chandler was just in, I definitely would have done what's called a bailout against that blue shell. See, if you have a blue shell coming to you, if you go off of the edge at just the right time, the blue shell will hit right as you're off the edge. It'll take less time to get back on the race than it would if you actually let yourself get hit by the blue shell.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not a super well-known tactic, but it's one I use pretty often, as well as the soundbox item. If you use that right at the same time as the blue shell hits you, it'll block the blue shell.
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't know it was that powerful.
Score looking wow. Chandler has a 21-point lead right now. However, the third place was only 5 points behind the second.
I said I was gonna do this in the half. Hold on, boys. Hold on. We gotta.
The infamous Player 4 actually managing to hold the second place spot right now.
Hey, at first, okay, hold on. I get back to 24 minutes.
I remember. What are we pausing for?
No, I need it now. I need it now. It's my money and I need it now.
I have structured settlement.
On a brief break, while one of the racers chugs an entire can of Werner's ginger ale. Pretty much the worst ginger ale that there is. Mark Pridemore drinking a whole can of the worst ginger ale.
And the peanut gallery chimes
Giving
in
him
and
the
says that
energy
these
he needs.
unions are garbage.
That must be bred out of pure disgust.
Hey, can I have one of those things again? They're pretty good. They're like candy. Well, they are candy.
Luke can have as many as he
I'm
wants.
gonna need to call security. I think being attacked by one of the audience members.
You're so nice to me. It sounds like it's slowly dying.
Hey, that's